Why, hello, everybody. Mid Morning Soul here, and today I decided to do a tier list because why not? And this is a sad excuse of a tier list. I'm doing a husbando tier list. I'm actually going to do a waifu tier list shortly after this, but I figured to give the dudes some love because there's not enough husbando tier lists, but there's plenty of waifu tier lists, and the world could always use another waifu tier list. But I'm excited. This is in celebration of Fire Emblem Three Houses releasing this past Friday. I had my copy ordered from Walmart. However, Walmart doesn't always guarantee release date delivery like some of the others stores do. And I found that out the hard way when, I get a text saying that, oh, my game isn't supposed to come in until Monday. So here I am waiting. I pretty much, did all the errands and the chores that I had to do. So now I'm just sitting on my hands, bored as hell. So I saw some people do this and I'm like, well, sure, why not? So a couple things, y'all, before we get started. And, let's just have fun with it. Of course, I don't know everybody's deal looking at this list. So I will be jumping back and forth from the Fire Emblem wiki to the tier list. And I know that there is a time skip. I did spoil myself on that part. I'm trying to stay, though, as spoiler free as possible. And I'm not going to look up everybody, but I will look up majority of people. Just for personality, nothing else. So the time skip versions I'm not going to rate because I'm going to wait until I play the game. And I will do an updated husbando tier list. But for now, let's just settle with what we got so far. All right, so we're going to start from left to right. We just go down the line. I'm skipping the ladies and only doing dudes. So let's go. First dude is Alois. I know he's a Knight of Saros. So he's an older gentleman, I believe. What I want to say. Like, I know I read his personality earlier, and he's like, he tells like funny jokes and stuff. Well, I say funny, but they're not that funny. Like, it's like dad jokes, the embodiment of dad jokes. And he likes to do dad things like collect coins and fish and stuff. So I mean, I don't know. He'd definitely be a friend. Like, I couldn't have him any other way. I don't know. I'd feel bad. I don't know why would I feel bad. Next we have Ash, I think. And the deal with Ash is, well, he's from the Blue Lions, but he's an adopted son of a former Knight of Saros, I believe. Not sure. But like in game, he's good at like picking locks and chests and whatnot, so he's a good thief. But I'm gonna pull up his bio just to make sure. I don't want to judge prematurely. It's a lot of premature things you don't want to do. Oh, he's 16. Oh, wow, okay. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Lenato's not the Knights of Saros. He's just a landlord of the Gasper territory. Okay, my bad. See, I'm going off this stuff like back of my hand, so this ain't Okay, so he's got a good work ethic, so I can appreciate that. Um, well, I mean, okay. I'm not gonna take age into account because if I do, like, I think all these are like kids for the most part. Well, not all, but a lot of them. A lot of the students are kids. So, like, you know, I do like somebody with a good work ethic. I have the same thing. You know, I have that same sort of value in life. So I get to really appreciate that. And I don't know. He seems cool. Like I don't qualify him for a boyfriend just yet. So next we have Caspar, and he's Black Eagles. So let's go there. Oops. Casper von Bergliez. Yeah, everybody's like freaking 16. So if I do that, like it'll be just friends and no the whole way through. So definitely you wouldn't be with him for the freaking money, quote unquote, because he doesn't really inherit. Okay. So he's hot headed, but he values justice and he's very honest. Okay. He's one of those training types. Oh gosh. Okay. Um. Yeah, since he's very honest, I would probably like for him to. That's good boyfriend material right there, folks. All right. Oh gosh, here we go, Mr. Automatic Husbando, Mr. Meme himself, Mr. Upside Down, or Mr. Australian, however you want to refer to him. It's Claude Von Regan. Now, I know enough of him, we don't have to even go to the Fire Emblem page. I will say, yes, I love his personality, and the dude is smooth like butter. But what concerns me is that what really concerns me is his underhanded tricks, his schemes, I guess you want to call it. Because if he's willing to do that on the battlefield, he'd probably do that in a relationship. So, I mean, it's like you shouldn't go into a relationship suspecting your significant other. That's the ideal. Like, you should go in there with trust. And I mean, there is nobility in his schemes. Like, he does it so that he doesn't lose anybody. But still, you know, just because of that, like, ulterior motive to his actions, I would just place him as a boyfriend. Almost a one night stand, but, you know, I mean, he could probably finesse me up a tier. And he probably just did that. The guy's awesome, but I wouldn't automatically put him at husband worthy. Okay, so next we have Dedu. So Dedu is a commoner from region in Fergus, I believe. I don't know what the region's called, whatever. But what I like about Dedu is like the juxtaposition, like somebody has a scary look to them, but they're really like freaking they're really a teddy bear, you know what I'm saying? I love that in some guys. And also, he's very loyal to Dimitri. Uh, there has to be a very striking reason as to why. But the dude is like the Frederick for me. And I actually went after Frederick for my first playthrough of Fire Emblem Awakening. So, I mean, like, although I'm going to feel some sort of way about loyalty because he's probably sworn to Dimitri's side, but I feel as though he would make an awesome husband. So, boop. I know your marriage material. All right, so next we have the Holy Knight himself, the embodiment of chivalry. And that's Dimitri Alexander Bladed. Jesus, I hope I said his last name right. So Dimitri is next in line to be the king of Fergus. And, that's all well and good. A lot of people would want to put him as marriage-worthy material just for that clout. But, of course, like, he's exuding all of these, like, stereotypical knight in shining armor requirements. However, we don't know of why he's so headstrong on being a knight or being, it could be just because since he is next in line to be a king, sure, you want to just embody that character. But time skip version, he does a fucking 180. So, I mean, he is, I wouldn't automatically say marriage material until I find out, like, what's going on with him. But definitely boyfriend material. All right, skip. And we are at the next, I think it's the Blue Lions representative as well, Felix. I think this is like the Long Coup, or what else? The Long Coup, the Lone Wolf, what's his name? Rutger, God, what is that other guy's name? Fuck. But basically the freaking lone wolf type Myrmidon who, they just rather be alone and they fight for money or fight for whatever. So, I mean, those types, definitely one night stand. He looks all right. But I mean, like the loner type, God. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it. We can have fun like a couple times and that's it. I get bored really quick. Ferdinand. I believe this is Ferdinand. Because I confuse him with Sylvain. And, let me check. God damn it. I don't want to piss off any Ferdinand stands. Okay. Ferdinand is a confident and proud noble that hates losing. When it comes to Princess Edelgard, her exceptional abilities brew competitiveness in himself. Ferdinand likes horseback riding, tea, justice, being noble, and heights. He dislikes slothfulness and nobles. Stop moving. Who are not noble. Okay. So he's like, if he loses at something, he's gonna feel some sort of way. Well, we couldn't be friends. I don't know, if you're gonna compete with me, it's like, how should I feel about that? How should I feel about a competitive dude? Um, I'll put him as a one night stand. Oh god, that's horrible. But my thing is this, like, you could be boyfriend material, but like, if you're gonna feel some sort of way if you don't win at everything, then the relationship is just gonna crumble, in my opinion. Like, you gotta know when to lose, in certain things. And that goes for men and women too, y'all. Don't get me wrong. So moving on, we have this dapper dude, Hannon, I think his name is, and he is with the Church of Saros. He's a professor. He's up there in age. Nothing wrong with, like I said, nothing wrong. I have a feeling like people are gonna be like, "You're ageist. You're excluding people just because of a number." That's not the case. Like, okay, with Hanneman, oh dear God, no, I could not have a one night stand with this dude. God, he's not boyfriend material either. It's either one extreme or the other. I mean, with types like these, like, he done grew out of his, like, or he never had it, but any, like, rambunctious, wild, YOLO type behavior, he done grew out of it. So, like, he's a very stable man. And, he's an intellectual. He's only gonna be thinking about you, probably, but most of all, work. And, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure he would appreciate some affection. Why not? Sometimes you just want stable. You don't want like a wild dude sometimes. Like, as you get older, for sure. All right, so the right hand of Edelgard, Hubert. He's a tactician. I can appreciate that. He's Edelgard's servant, so his loyalty is to her. And he looks scary as hell. But, like, I'm pretty sure he's stern for, just getting everybody on track and making sure Edelgard is unharmed. And, he can still serve Edelgard. So he can't appear as soft. But what would pleasantly surprise me about Hubert, if I were to pursue him, is, like, if he just turns to mush once you show him affection. But I'm pretty sure, let's see. I kind of don't want to, whatever you are. I don't want to spoil. Okay, so Hubert has been a stalwart servant to Edelgard and expresses undying loyalty to her. He is protective of her and will do whatever it takes to eliminate obstacles for her, as it supports with yeah, because he has a voice line in this isn't too spoilery, because there's one voice line in the Nintendo.com website that says he will get rid of you if you get in Edelgard's way. And of course, Edelgard thinks he's honorable. Bitch, he killing people in your name. So it's like, want to know him. I'll keep him as a friend. Because I'm pretty sure if you try to like fuck him or something, he'll probably kill you because he's like, you took me away from Edelgard, now she's hurt. Die, you know? Alright. So this dapper dude, this young boy, is Ignatz. He's with the Golden Deer. And shit, I don't know much else about him. So we can look it up. Ignatz Victor. He is a kind boy who loves the beauty of nature and art. That's it? Okay, well. Nature's nice. And art is something that I don't really get. But he looks like a good boy, so we'll just friend him. Oh shit. It's Geralt, your fucking daddy. Well, not your dad, but you know what I mean. So, not much is known about him. I don't really know much about him. But looks alone, I'd fucking marry him. The thing is, he lost his wife. Like, Byleth lost her mother. He lost his wife. So, I mean, he knows how to be a husband, but like, I don't know how recent the wife's passing was. So you don't want to jump on the dude like immediately. So I mean, hey, if I didn't have any honor, I'd fucking one night stand him. But you gotta work your way up, and you gotta let him take his time, because he already lost a significant one. So, I mean, as much as I would want to put him up here or here, we'll keep him, keep him as a friend, for sure. Alright. So, next we have Linhardt. And Linhardt, good lord, besides his name being the amalgamation of Fire Emblem Heroes meta, he has very feminine, like a feminine aesthetic to him. Like, if I didn't know any better, I would almost thought Linhardt was a woman, but no. Linhardt, let's see. The thing with Linhardt is that he's very smart. Very smart, but he's very fucking lazy. I hate that. Like, I like dudes that can apply themselves and they have passion for what they're going for. I mean, if he looked sort of more to what I would like, then I would forgive the lazy part. But yeah, also looking quite, like androgynous, it's not really for me. But he could be a friend. Sure. Oh gosh. Mr. What is this? Who is this? Ugh. No, not ugh. We'll give him a chance. But Lorenz. See, Lorenz, that haircut is ugly as fuck, though. I have to say. But from what I could tell, and from what was said in like the promo trailers and whatnot, and the Nintendo website, is it that he is pompous, which is a big turn off, a big miss for me. But he puts in work. He puts in work when he needs to. And, he is very proud of his noble lineage. He's gonna throw that in your face. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else. He's with the Golden Deer. Come on. There we go. So with Lorenz, it's that I'm kind of like leery. Well, let me see what his personality. Oh, they don't even have anything. Well, he legal though. Yeah, he's snobbish, and he actually trying to look for a wife. Go figure. But you ain't gonna find one in me, fucking with that snobby attitude. Like, I don't know. Maybe if you, I get the feeling if you tell him off, if you give him a chance, but you tell him off, if he corrects himself to, your concerns, I can appreciate that. I mean, he is looking. So he could, if he could fix the attitude, yeah, I'll definitely take you in as a boyfriend. Okay, male Byleth. Okay, so this is the protagonist, of course. We don't know much about him except that he has a fine daddy, but y'all lost your mother, his wife, so we're gonna take it slow with him. But I'm just kidding. Byleth, he looks nice, but we don't know much about his personality. I mean, the fact that he saves students of the Church of Saros, I guess that could contribute to his selflessness. But and he's like a hot teacher. Come on now. They're playing into that hot for teacher sort of deal. Eh, I don't know much about him, but we could be boyfriend girlfriend. Like, if I know more about you, then sure we can be husband and wife. But yeah, silent protagonists, they really don't lend much to. Well, I say silent, but they don't talk very much. Okay, now we have Raphael of the Golden Deer. So Raphael plays into, the big guy, but he's very kind. That's usually my type. I love guys like that. And he likes to eat. I love people that like to eat because I like to cook and I like to try out new things. So, it works. It just works. But the poor baby, he suffered tragedy. I don't know what that is. We'll find out when I actually get my hands on the game. But I can already tell you that I would marry this dude. Of course, he may not be smart. That's okay. It's like I feel as though I can wind down and like be myself with him instead of playing up to trying to appease, you know, superiors and colleagues. I could just wind down, be myself, let my hair loose with Raphael. So definitely a dude that lets you do that. Definitely worth it keeping. Okay, so nothing but women on the first row. We get to head to the second row with this interesting gentleman. Hell nah, I don't even have to know who you are. He's probably a villain, of course. But yeah, no, I don't care to know. Sorry. Yeah, you're the first one there. Congrats. All right. So then we have Sylvain. This is Sylvain, and he is Blue Lions, I think. Yeah. So Sylvain is like he's a player, womanizer type, and shit. How I feel about them? They fun for a fuck, and then you just go on about your business. I'm pretty sure though, like once he gets it out of his system, he'll wise and mature past the time skip. That's what I'm hoping for. But if not, I wouldn't go after him. Well, this next gent, he's a bit more pleasing to look at, but that's not saying much. These are villains we're talking about. So, okay, I'm interested in this dude, so let me see. And the villains are those who come from Shadow or some shit like that. Oh, those who slither in the dark. Close enough. Thales. Okay, Thales. Oh, and the gentleman we automatically sent to the... I gotta find his name. So, the other gentleman was Solon. Because I know Kronya's the lady. Still no, because I would fear for my life. Okay, so we have the time skip gentlemen. We're skipping them. But I mean, they look good, but still no. Okay, now we have Seteth. And what was so interesting about him? Oh, the fact that he has a sister complex or some shit. Like, he's very attached to his sister. And he's like overbearing. But, he doesn't look too bad. Trying to think. Okay, so my feelings on like dudes that really hold their mothers and sisters in high regards. I think that's amicable. I can appreciate if there was some situation, some circumstance in which it was like only the two of you, and then you just had this everlasting bond. It's just that at what point does it become amicable and it crosses over to like being fucking annoying? Like, how some mama's boys can get like, oh, you don't do this like my mother does. You don't do this like my mother. You don't cook that as good as my mom. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. If you want to talk about your mom so much, get back with your mom. Like, so like, yeah, it's like a teeter-totter balancing act of how much I can tolerate of it. I don't know to what degree. I'm pretty sure he's like trying to be just her guardian, whatever, and watch out for her until she is cognizant enough to look out for her own self. Because she looks young. This is her right here, but I could be wrong. So I mean, definitely give him a shot. He's boyfriend potential. Lord Leonardo. Okay, Lord Leonardo. He's Ash's adoptive father. I know. Well, I don't know. But I'm not gonna look at his bio because something happens with him. But we're just gonna put him in the no because who is this? Who is this? I was about to say Black Knight, but that's not his name. Something Death Knight, Death Knight. Okay, so I know there's some people out there who like masked men. I do like masked men, but I have to see what's under the mask. But even so, I have to see his fucking, or I have to know of his fucking personality. So even then, it's still a no. Because the motherfucker might just be deranged and will kill anybody, anything. And, love ain't gonna bring him out of his bloodlust. So it's still a no from me. I can appreciate a masked man, but like, I have to know what he's about. And hey, he might change my perspective after I played the game and I know what his deal is, but it's a no from me, dog, because you might kill my ass if I even like breathe in your direction. It's like, eh. This is the Flame Emperor. Again, another masked dude. It's this is so lame. But again, like the Death Knight, I don't know him personally. I feel as though knowing these two is gonna be a big ass spoiler. So it's just no, because I don't know the circumstances, I don't know the situation. But that doesn't mean like I wouldn't want to get to know them if their personality is okay and not just full of murderous intent. This gentleman, I don't know his name offhand, but I do know that he shit. I do know that he works in the Church of Saros, and he's a teacher, but he's a lone wolf type. He don't like to exchange pleasantries. So guess where you going, handsome? You going in the one night stand category? Oh God. Okay. Who the hell is this? So Thomas, because you work in the Garrick Monastery, Church of Saros, whatever, you're cool. You could be a friend. All right, y'all. So I actually ended up having to re-record this part of the video. It just messed up towards the end, and it's what I expect of a very old laptop that's underwhelming. I don't expect much from it. But we just going to finish out this Husbando tier list because it's our duty to see it through. So we only have 2 more gents left to put on the tier list. So let's get cracking. First is Gilbert. I almost forgot his name. Holy shit. So Gilbert is a Knight of Saros, and what his deal is that he doesn't really show emotion, but he is polite, and he does have a resounding faith, which is something I could appreciate. I'm not overly religious, but I do have faith in God. So he's faithful to his religion or whatever. That's appreciated. I think he's more to the point, and he doesn't I may be adding too much to it, but I think he's just direct to the point. He's loyal, and he's like Hubert, in which he doesn't really show an emotional side to him. He's more about his duties and his obligations. So it doesn't look too bad. I tell him that he don't look too bad. So just on being a pretty decent guy, I would at least have him as boyfriend material. Yeah. And then, oh boy, we get to end on a little boy. That's not good. Okay. So I did look up his profile, and he is Cyril, however you pronounce it. It's spelled Cyril. Okay. I figured Cyril because, like Cyrus, but I could be wrong. Who knows? He's 14 years old, and he's an orphan taken in by Rhea, who is like the head person at the Church of Saros. Not the founder, but Rhea is the head person. So she took him in, and Cyril doesn't want to be like a burden. He tries to learn through a good work ethic and apply himself. He wants to show his gratitude to the people that have given him a home and, cared for him. So he's a good boy. He's not like a brat or anything. So I wouldn't lump him in the no category as a bunch, like with a bunch of like old scary men. So he can be my friend. He a good boy. I appreciate, children who know the value of work and don't take stuff for granted, and they're not being a total fucking brat. So there you go, Cyril. You can be my friend. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it. That is Mid-Morning Souls Husbando tier list for Fire Emblem 3 Houses. This was a hell of a lot of fun to make, I will admit. I didn't think I was gonna care too much for this. But yeah, no, it looked fun when I saw some others do it for a little bit. Yeah, I do have a specific type for the most part, but I was open to, broadening my horizons. The husbandos, I got like the literal husbandos. One is a blue lion, a Church of Saros member, and a golden deer. And then, this is what makes a house almost much more difficult to pick, because like it's not all for me. It's not all one house that has all the good husbandos. It's like kind of spread out, unfortunately. And then, y'all who I have for Just a Friend are gonna feel some sort of way. Hey, I implore you to make your own tier list. It's fun. So for those of y'all that are waiting for the waifu list, I will have that up shortly after this video y'all are watching now, because I've actually tinkered more with OBS settings, and I know that, okay, I want like my videos to come out in this format now, and the sound, the song isn't coming up as much as my voice. I have a naturally loud voice, so it's gonna overshadow the song, but I don't know. This is like the best balance so far, y'all. And we'll just work on it. We'll work on it. So that's gonna do it for Husbandos. Of course, I will do another one. I would love to do another one with like the time skip in mind now. And I'll probably just focus on the time skip Husbandos. That's gonna be fun. Seeing if my taste change with the character change. But yeah, don't worry. For those of you that want yet another waifu list, you'll get one soon from me. But this has been Mid Morning Soul signing. She's about to sign out, y'all. So, y'all know my philosophy on YouTube. View what you want to, do what you want to. And I will see you in the next episode. So until then, my friends, take care. Peace.